congratulations. Can you describe this moment and what it means to you to become the undisputed champion of this division, super middleweight?
No ha sido fácil llegar hasta aquí.
Imagine facing the undisputed king of boxing with one hand tied behind your back. Bold move, right? But when one fighter dared to challenge Canelo Alvarez like that, calling him just a little man, he didn't realize it would ignite a fire he couldn't put out. Today, we're taking you through the story of how trash talking can backfire, big time, and how Canelo's career could get even more explosive with future rivalries on the horizon. Before Canelo Alvarez became the icon he is today, he was just a kid with a dream, raised in a family of boxers. Born Santos Saul Alvarez Barragan, he was one of 8 children, 7 of whom were boys, all with a knack for fighting. And young Saul, with his distinct red hair and fiery spirit, stood out. At just 13, he took up boxing to defend himself from bullies and learned the art of fighting from his older brothers. His skills grew fast, and by the age of 15, Canelo turned professional. He wasn't just there to win, he wanted to dominate. In Mexico, where fighters are known for their relentless spirit, Canelo began to build a name for himself. At 15, he was fighting grown men. By his 20s, he was fighting world champions. His unique combination of speed, precision, and power turned heads. But more than his skill, Canelo had an unbreakable focus. He trained like his life depended on it. Fight by fight, he was carving his path in the boxing world, steadily climbing the ranks until he became Mexico's next great hope. But the real journey to greatness came with challenges. In 2013, Canelo faced his first career-defining opponent, the undefeated Floyd Mayweather Jr. It was a lesson in skill and experience, one that left Canelo determined to refine his craft and return stronger. Instead of breaking him, that defeat fueled Canelo's rise.
Canelo with a left hook to the body. Mayweather said that he wasn't that impressed with his performance against Robert Guerrero. He said he was going to look sharper.
Looks sharp so far.
No, and unless something very...
And in this 12th round now is Alvarez. He fought a very good fight here tonight.
Chip out Floyd Mayweather. 4-0, 44 opponents have tried to solve the Mayweather puzzle in 6 years. Floyd Mayweather now remaining in the fight. Canelo with the right hand over top.
He adapted, evolved, and grew sharper. And soon enough, he was on a mission to face and defeat anyone who dared step into his path. Now, as Canelo's record grew, so did his reputation. He wasn't just a skilled fighter. He became known for his relentless will. But with fame came a new kind of challenge. Opponents who tried to get under his skin with words.
A surprise, sudden ending, and Saul Alvarez observes sudden opportunity against Yuri Gonzalez, who looks like he still can't believe it. Alvarez suddenly found 3 right hands, an uppercut, and worked through Gonzalez.
There's this myth that if you can unsettle him with words, you might have a chance. But history has shown time and again that it doesn't end well for those who try. One of the first to test this theory was Billy Joe Saunders. With his undefeated record and a mouth to match, Saunders believed he could throw Canelo off his game with mind games and swagger. Midway through 2021, the stage was set. Saunders, with his quick footwork and evasive style, seemed to pose a unique challenge. His confidence was sky high. He was ready, or so he thought. Saunders taunted Canelo at the press conference, saying, "I'll fight him with one hand tied behind my back. He's just a little man in gloves, nothing special." But Canelo was unimpressed. In fact, he saw it as motivation. The more Saunders talked, the more focused Canelo became. When they talk like that, it only makes me stronger. I'll show him who the little man is. The night of the fight was electric. Fans packed the AT&T Stadium, buzzing with anticipation. As the fight began, Saunders kept his word, dancing around Canelo, showcasing his flashy footwork, even sticking his tongue out at him. For a few rounds, it looked like his trash talk might actually work. But Canelo had a plan. He was patient, biding his time, waiting for Saunders to make a mistake. And in round 8, the moment came.
Canelo continued him out a little bit.
I think he's definitely trying to figure him out.
In either round 7, 8, or 9.
68-66, Canelo. He's only 2 rounds old.
Saunders took an awkward step back.
You see Canelo landing big shots like he's here.
And look, the right eye of Saunders is swelling up. His troops here at AT&T Stadium.
He breaks down opponents and makes them weary of the shots that are coming their way.
He's like a matador.
Well, that's the power from Canelo. Yeah, Billy Joe needs to hear this bell here, go to the corner and regroup.
Nice left uppercut from Canelo. This is it. So perhaps order has been restored.
With a brutal uppercut, Canelo shattered Saunders' confidence and his orbital bone. Saunders' night ended in the most painful way possible, both physically and symbolically. The man who promised to take down Canelo was now out with a career-threatening injury. In the world of boxing, Canelo reminded everyone that words come with consequences. And for Saunders, it was a lesson in humility. After years of trash talk, he had to face the reality of his own words. By now, you'd think fighters would have learned that Canelo doesn't play games. But 2024 has already brought another challenger willing to taunt him, Edgar Berlanga. Known for his knockout power and aggressive style, Berlanga has set his sights on Canelo, bringing even more hype and, yes, more talk. But if there's anything we've learned from history, it's that Canelo isn't just a champion. He's a fighter who thrives on proving people wrong. For Canelo, this isn't new. He's seen fighters come with big words before, and he's seen them go down just as quickly. At 34, Canelo has proven that age is just a number. With his meticulous training, unmatched endurance, and tactical brilliance, he's not slowing down anytime soon. And the boxing world is buzzing with speculation over his future opponents. One potential rivalry that fans are clamoring for is against David Benavidez, a young and hungry powerhouse with an undefeated record. Known for his relentless pressure and fast hands, Benavidez could pose a new kind of challenge for Canelo. Benavidez has made it clear, he wants Canelo. He's thrown out challenges and called himself the man who could dethrone the Mexican legend. If this fight comes together, it could be one of the biggest showdowns in modern boxing history. But there's more. Canelo has even hinted at moving up in weight to challenge for another title, potentially facing fighters like Artur Beterbiev at light heavyweight. Can you imagine? Canelo, the super middleweight king, taking on the hardest hitters in higher weight divisions. And don't forget the new generation coming up, each eager to prove their worth against the sport's biggest icon. From his early days in Guadalajara to the grand stages of Las Vegas and Dallas, Canelo has been a living testament to one rule: respect the ring. Fighters who've tried to shake his confidence have only served to make him more dangerous. This story isn't just about Canelo, it's about the lesson he brings to the sport of boxing. Trash talk may get headlines, but it rarely wins fights. And when you're facing a champion who's as driven and disciplined as Canelo, it might just be your downfall. So, as we look forward to Canelo's next fight, remember this: Canelo Alvarez isn't just a boxer, he's a warrior with a code. And every time someone steps into the ring with him, they're not just fighting his fists, they're fighting the years of discipline, grit, and respect that made him who he is. Edgar Berlanga may bring the fire, David Benavidez may bring the hunger, and new contenders will always rise. But the question remains, will any of them be able to survive the heat? Or will they, like so many before, become another chapter in the story of Canelo Alvarez's reign? What do you think? Can anyone dethrone Canelo? Hit that subscribe button if you're here for the journey, the drama, and the action. And leave a comment below. Who do you think has what it takes to stand toe-to-toe with Canelo?